Hey, so you've already identified Dubai as a place where you want to invest in real estate. Great, good choice. Now, you've got a couple of options and you've identified a developer where you're looking to make a purchase. Why is it super critical that you should pay attention to these 6 points I'm going to give you, and a 7th bonus point as well, and why an agent's going to be able to actually bring all of this together for you, okay? Look, if you want a team of expert advisors looking to help you, there is a link below. Hit it, click it. Let's talk. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. And obviously show us some love in the comment section. Show real first. All right, guys, welcome back. Look, one of the most important things that I keep repeating to a lot of people, and if you don't follow this, you could potentially fall folly to your steps in the Dubai real estate market, okay? Number one is you must define a very clear strategy before you go into the market. I don't know why it is. Perhaps because a lot of people are super busy. They don't want to spend time doing things the right way. They don't define a clear strategy beyond, this is my budget, this is how much I want to spend where I want to spend, and these are the number of rooms I want. And then the options, whatever kind of options pop up, they get to select from that. Now, I don't think that this is going to be a complete failure. That's fine, right? It's like buying a car. If you go into the market looking to buy a car and you say, look, I want to spend about 100,000 dirhams. I need a car that seats 5 people or 7 people. And I don't want to buy a German car. You want to buy, I don't know, Italian car, for example, right? It's like a few things are defined and then you can go in and you'll find a few things from the market that'll help you out. Great. But if you define a strategy around optimizing the money that you're going to deploy, whether to buy a car or a house, guess who's going to benefit at the end of the day? It's you, okay? And if you have an expert advisor guiding you along that strategy, and there are other videos I've made on how important the strategy is, on how it helps you implement and buy or identify the best property in the market. So when generally speaking, you go direct to the developers, you, generally speaking, have not defined a strategy very clearly for yourself. My personal opinion is you're going to actually end up buying something that's not going to completely serve your purpose 100%. There's many stories around. I've shared a few. Perhaps in some of the other videos, I'll share some these stories. Let me tell you a story, right? Okay, actual example, because that's what you guys want. I had a very close friend, okay? He was living together with his mom, dad, brother, so on and so forth, which is very normal in Muslim families, also very normal in Pakistani and Indian families, right, Gino? Right? Okay. Kind of like the entire family sometimes lives together. And he was living in Dubai, right? Born and raised in Dubai. So there was like, I think they had this one house and there was maybe about 7 to 10 people living there. So what he wanted to do with the money that he had saved was he wanted to buy 2 apartments or maybe 3 apartments next door to each other, which would then allow all of them to split up and live separately in different apartments, but still be very close together. Good thinking, amazing, awesome, right? And he came to me with this back in 2015. I said, look, I have a certain way to working together. Let's sit down, let's develop the strategy, and I'll help you implement the strategy. Guess what happened in the meantime, right? His father and his brother walked into a launch event, which was extremely hyped, generally launch events are, of a developer, and they ended up putting a down payment on one 3-bedroom, I think 3 or 4 bedroom townhouse. Now that townhouse, if they had received, that 3 or 4 bed, I don't remember exactly what it was, if he had even a 2 bed, they would have 6 bedrooms here. Here they only had 3 or 4. Again, it was not going to meet their requirements, but the money was already deployed. And since that day, 7-8 years now, the investment's a good investment, but they still continue to live in that place. In fact, I think the brother's already moved out. So his end desire to keep the family close together actually did not work out very well, right? Because there's no strategy. You go to the market, the developer agents are going to sell to you, okay? Number one. Number two, if you actually develop a good strategy, you're going to be able to then look around. It's important for you. So let's even say you've identified the category of a townhouse, okay? So let's say you said, I'm going to purchase a townhouse. Guess what? There's maybe about 7 to 8 different areas in Dubai. If you're in the mid-level budget, the 7 to 8 different areas of Dubai you should be considering before you make a decision. Now, what's generally going to happen, you're going to walk in to a developer, they're going to sell. You're going to make a decision before you walk away. Guys, look, if you want an expert team of advisors helping you make better decisions, hit the link below. Contact us. We'd be happy to help you out, okay? Number 3, when you actually have somebody like an expert advisor helping you, what generally ends up happening is we're able to guide and negotiate for you better. Based on what? We can get you better pricing and better terms, okay? Okay? We'll get you generally speaking, we'll get you, this isn't point 4, this is point 3. We'll get you a better unit or better price. Listen, when you're buying from the developer sales agents really only are interested in moving their inventory into your pocket, taking your money, giving you a unit. They're not interested in finding you the optimum unit that's gonna meet your needs, okay? Now, most salespeople know if you give too much option to people, they're going to be dumbfounded, overwhelmed, and they're not gonna make a decision to buy. So a lot of sales agents, they're very, very sharp sales agents in developer sales centers. They know if they give you 10 options, you're going to get dumbfounded, overwhelmed, and you're not going to make that decision to buy it today. The agent, the advisor's job is to be your cushion. Be there and say, listen, if you've got 10 floor layouts in this building for 2 bedrooms, I want to see all 10. I want to see all 10. And you know what? We're going to spend a night and a day on studying the options. Tell us which ones are available, and then we come back to tell you which one we actually like. It's not in their interest to actually give you those 10 and then send you away because they're scared you're not going to buy from them. Maybe somebody else catches you and then you end up buying from somewhere else, right? No, but the advisor's interest, that's a good point, right? Our job is to make sure if there's 10 layouts in a building, you get access to all the 10 layouts which are available, and then you're going to be able to make a decision based on what's most optimum for who? For you, right? So that's the best unit. Now, sometimes you could get a better price. Guess who's going to be negotiating for you? We have years and years of experience. So when a salesperson tells you, boom, I can't do better than this, guess what you're going to think? He can't do better. So you're going to either overshoot or you're going to undershoot. What do I mean by overshooting, okay? What do I mean by that? In a genuine situation, amazing deal, the developer said, look, we've given you this discount to a particular client. This is a true story. We've given you this discount. Beyond this, I can't. And then the guy said, look, I need another 20,000 dirhams. Amazing deal. And he needs another 20,000 dirhams on a multi-million dirham. That's where we come in and tell you, like, listen, we've tapped out the developer. We've checked with all our resources. We know they can't go further. It's a good deal. Do it. Now you're trying to overshoot and you're going to lose the deal because somebody else is going to match their price, give them a better price, and you're gone. You're out there standing in the wind and rain, right? You don't want that. Whereas from the developers, or you're going to undershoot. The developer tells you, like, look, they can give you a maximum 2% discount and they've just offered you a 0.5%. And like, that's the best I can do. I can't do anything better for you. Guess what you're going to do? All right, let's go, right? Who's losing out? You are losing out, right? You don't want to lose out, right? Sometimes you might find a unit on the 23rd floor, 46th floor, and the developer might be holding this back, but is willing to give it to you. If he cannot give you a better price, he could give you a unit on the 44th floor at the same price of the 23rd floor unit. Who's going to benefit? You are going to benefit. So you got to push the developer to be able to do that for you, okay? So let's do this point here. Protecting your interest. When you walk into a developer sales center, you got to remember that developer salesperson is not your friend. Look, he's got a job to do, which is to sell you that property. Now, I'm not going to say that all developer sales agents aren't nice. Some of them are super nice. Some of them actually sometimes don't really care about making a sale. They genuinely care about servicing you. And if you happen to find one of those sales agents, good for you. Going to be very happy for you, okay? But 95% of them are actually doing a job, which is to sell their investment property to you, or their developer's property to you, and they're going to tell you things true sometimes not true, to make that sale happen, okay? All right, number 5, guys, listen, this is super critical for you to understand that during the sales process, that we call something called, there's something called paperwork, okay? And then I'm going to give you the 5th point here. Don't get distracted with this, but we'll talk about this in the end, okay? There's something called paperwork, okay? In Dubai, that paperwork gets handled by agents at the moment. There are no solicitors, no lawyers who do this work on a regular basis. They are available. You just pay an extra fee and you can get on with them, okay? But generally speaking, it's the agent or their team of behind them, the support system, the company that's going to handle all of this, right? What you've got to understand is that paperwork can cost you actual money. For example, I remember a transaction some years ago, pre-pandemic, where I went through the documentation and I thought, well, we've just bought this 1-bedroom apartment for a client, but in the parking section, it said nil. It actually said nil, which meant 0 parkings, right? 0. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean by 0 parkings? And when it said 0 parkings, I was like, whoa, we called them up and they said it was a clerical error. Later on, I found out it was not a clerical error. The developer was actually trying to give them no parking. We found out that there were less parkings in the building. Whatever the case is, you need somebody experienced and proper taking care of this stuff, okay? Last but not the least, after sales service. This is super critical and super important. What do I mean by this? After you've bought the property, you've just done everything to the level where you were supposed to bring him to actually buy the property. Fine. After you've bought the property, there's still work to be done. There's a handover of the property. It's a multi-million-dollar property. You need a professional doing a handover for you. We do that as expert advisors. You need somebody to bring it ready and remedy any defects that the property might have. So there's a lot of things that happen in the after sales. Your agent, because they have a relationship with you, are going to be able to provide that, especially we at FD Global Properties, because we have at the background a full support team. Even if you have an individual agent, he'll generally do that. But the developer sales agents, they're not going to give it, sorry, pardon my language, they're not going to give a hoot about after you've bought the property, okay? So just a quick recap. Number 1, don't go into the market without a strategy. Look around the category. There's maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. Don't just walk into the first developer. I know you're busy. Get an expert advisor to help you. Number 3, negotiation. Get a better unit. Get a better price. Number 4, protect your interest at all costs, right? Your developer sales guy is not your friend. Number 5, okay, we had 5. This would have been 5. Okay, this is actually 5, and then that's 6. During the sales process, somebody's got to take care of the paperwork, and then after the sales is done, then you come in with the actual after sales service, and super critical because somebody's got to actually manage the property, whether you move in or you're going to rent it out. The experts need to help you out if you're not an expert yourself. All right, guys. So for these 7 reasons, look, get in touch with us so that we can actually guide you to making sure you're making the right investment choices. All right, guys. Look, there is a link below. We will talk and see if we're qualified to work together. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon, and show us some love in the comment section. Ciao for now. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.